Alright, so this video is going to be a little bit longer, so remember to use the video sandwich strategy. If you haven't already read directions for this assignment, stop this video, go back and read directions. Then watch this video all the way through one time. Then go back and read the directions again. Then start the video up one more time and do things one at a time and pause it. So right now, if you haven't read the directions at least twice, go read directions, watch this whole thing, go read directions again, now you're ready to try. Okay, so what we're going to do, overall, we're going to download a file from Canvas. We're going to put it in your OneDrive. And then I'm going to teach you really basics of how to annotate text when it's online. And annotating just means taking notes with purpose. So here's what you do. To start, right-click this link right here, Practice Annotating Text Article, and either hit Save Target As if it's Internet Explorer, or hit Save Link As. When you hit Save Link As, go to your Documents, go to 7th grade, go to FPT, and save the file there. And if you can't find that folder route, come and talk to me and I'll make sure you're set up for that. So you save that. Now, you're going to go to Office 365, go to your OneDrive account. Here's a new and really easy way to get there. Type Centennial Middle School. Just type it into Google. Click on the first thing that shows up. Over here, click Students. Now, check this out. There's a link to Canvas, and there's a link to Office 365. This is the route I would use from here on out to get to Office 365 and Canvas, when you're at home especially. Click this. So now you're going to be redirected. You might need to sign in, but you're going to sign in to Office 365. Then you're going to hit Upload once you get to your OneDrive. Remember, you might have to click this thing up in the corner and actually get to OneDrive. But once you're there, once you're in your OneDrive, click Upload, click Files, and now go to your Documents, go to 7th grade, go to FPT, and that's where you should have saved that Practice Annotating Text Article document. Double-click it, and it's going to open up. Now, you're just going to click the words themselves, and it's going to open a preview of it, and then you're going to go to Edit in Word Online. Edit in Word Online, and you're there. Now, since we got it set up, let's go back and talk about what we're going to do when we get here. When you annotate text online, what you're doing is making notes on that text. You might annotate text on paper too. When you do it online, just kind of tools and the markings you make might be a little bit different. So, the basic idea still remains. When you annotate text, here's the first thing to do. Determine your purpose for reading the text. Figure out, why am I reading this text? When you're in school, there's usually a reason why you're reading the text. When you're at home and reading for fun, you don't annotate stuff because your purpose is, I like this book, leave me alone. But when you're at school, you have a purpose for reading the text. And your purpose is right here for this assignment. It says, annotate the text in response to this question. What are the 3 details from this article that support the idea that exercise machines in the classroom are a good idea? And so, when you go to annotate, you want to remember to follow these ideas and these steps. First thing to do is always determine your purpose for reading the text. If at all possible, write down your purpose somewhere so you can see it as you read and reread the text. The idea is that when you're reading something at home, you don't have necessarily like a purpose other than like, I'm reading a book I like, leave me alone. When you're reading at school, there's always a purpose. There should always be a purpose, and that purpose should always be pretty clear to you what it is. So determine your purpose for reading the text first. In this case, you need to say, what are the 3 details from this article that support the idea that exercise machines in the classroom are a good idea? So what I would do is click and drag to select that, and then Control-C to copy that purpose. And because you're doing this on a Word file, just Control-V and put it into the Word file. So now you have it sitting there. You have it right in front of you. 3 details from this article that support the idea that exercise machines in the classroom are a good idea. Well, the first thing you want to do is just give it one good read. The more you can reread stuff, the more you can read things, the better. And so in this case, if you had a short article like this, I would definitely read it through one time. And maybe if you catch some ideas along the way, cool, do it. But don't be afraid to reread things. Part of being a good reader is that you're a rereader. That's what makes good readers, is that they're not afraid to reread stuff. So as you're going through, let's go back and look at some of these other hints. You want to use symbols to draw attention to lines or sections in the text that apply to your purpose. When you're in writing, there might be some specific symbols you use in your different classes. When you're online, there's some pretty easy ways to do that, and I'm going to show you in just a second. You also want to write notes to these sections that briefly explain how that section relates to your purpose for reading the text. And then don't be afraid to reread. So as you go through, you're going to have to find 3 reasons. I'm going to show you how to find the first one, how to make a symbol that identifies that first one, and then how to make a note for it. So let's read. Arlington Heights, Illinois. Students at Windsor Elementary School do not have to sit still in class. The classrooms have exercise machines. Okay, it doesn't show it's a good idea though, so we got to keep going. Adam Boson is 10 years old. He used one of the machines one morning. It was not during gym class. Adam used the machines during silent reading time in his classroom. Cool, but still doesn't help us figure out if it's a good idea. Using the machines helped him pay attention. Whoa! Okay, we got one. This shows that it's a good idea. Here's how I'm going to annotate this. I'm going to select this line in the text. This is the good evidence that it's a good idea. Then I'm going to click this review button way up top. And I'm going to click new comment. New comment shows up. Now I got to write a comment. What do I need to do? What kind of comment? I need to write notes next to these sections that briefly explain how that section relates to my purpose for reading the text. Okay? So how does this relate to the purpose that I have to figure out why this is a good idea? Well, paying attention helps us learn. Okay, cool. Paying attention in class helps people learn. There you go. Now, if I hit post, it's posted. Okay, so let's say I click away from this. Okay, where's my annotation? Well, on Word Online, there's really only one symbol that you usually see for annotations, and it's this little text bubble. And if you click it, and then you click the actual comment that you wrote, it will highlight the thing that you highlighted in order to create that comment. So as you develop more comments down here, you're going to do at least 2 more before you finish this, 2 more details from the text that show exercise machines in the classroom are a good idea. As you do that, try playing around with it. Click these different comments and you'll see that highlight move from place to place based on the thing you highlighted to create that comment. Now, when you've got all 3 of them done, so you're going to do 2 more. When you get all 3 of them done, then you're going to click Share. You're going to hit Get a Link. You're going to go to the Edit link, and you're going to Control-C, copy it. You're going to then go back to Canvas. You're going to go to Submit Assignment. And then under Website URL, right here, you're going to click and Control-V to paste it, and now submit that assignment. And then you're done with this assignment. And you've just learned the basics of how you can use Word Online to annotate text based on your purpose. There you go.